Thanks for stopping in. Today we are resuming from the last stream. So last stream I was working on the NoSQL injection TryHackMe room, and my virtual machine bugged out. And we're resuming that room today because I wanted to finish it. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Let's go ahead and dive into the room. This demo is for educational purposes only. Ethical hacking is legal and differs from illegal hacking. Always ensure you have legal permission before performing what you see in this demo. Alright, so here's the web app login screen, but right here's the room, the NoSQL injection room. Like I said, for those just tuning in, I got most of this done, but last stream, like I said, technical difficulty. I was trying to build a word list that was a little too long, a little too resource intense, and because of that, it crashed my computer. And when my computer crashed, the stream ended, and I didn't resume the stream. I figured I'd just do it this week. What's up, Holy Water? Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. How you doing today? So where we left off at was where we're extracting user passwords. We got one password already for the John, and now we need to find another password for another user. And I believe that the username is oh man, I forget the usernames. I'm gonna have to enumerate the usernames again. What's up, Cypher? Thanks for stopping in. So we're just gonna do a test and a test, and we're going to intercept this request. We're gonna log in. We're gonna hit no on that. And why did this not get intercepted? Oh, because Burp Suite's not on. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Go ahead and send this to repeater. Pedro, that's the other user. So there's Pedro, there was a secret user, and there's an admin user. And that's it. So I'm going to try to do Pedro here. In order to do this, we basically just have to follow this. We're going to do this. So we're going to send this to repeater. Repeater. I already set this to repeater. Okay. Oh, no, no, I didn't. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll just put it on 6. So the user, we want to do Pedro. And the pass, Pedro, and pass we want to do red X equals this dot. I think it was 11 characters, to be honest with you, if I remember correctly, for this user. It's not pass equals, it's just pass regex equals. Okay, so if we hit this, we should get an error. No. If I do 12, we should get an error. Yes. So you can see here, we got an error. So we know it's not 12 characters. If we do 11, we get the location, not an error. So we know that the username is 7 characters long. And now we're going to manually enumerate this. I tried to speed this up last stream, but the script that I wrote literally crashed my computer, so that's why we're gonna do it the manual way here. It's gonna take a minute, but let me just figure it out. The goal here is, once again, for those just tuning in, where one of these is reusing a password. We can use this password to log in, do SSH, and retrieve the final flag. So what we're going to do is we're going to do regex equals caret 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 because it's 11 characters. So the first one's a 0. We're going to try, and then we got 11 after that, and then we're going to do a $sign. So we're going to hit send on this. Something mess up. We're not getting a response here. Go back. So if we send this, it almost seems like the web app broke. This response worked earlier. Refresh this, see if it's working. Oh, okay. TryHackMe, the machine's broken. Cool, cool, cool. Love it when that happens. That's annoying. Proxy targets. We're actually going to add the scope to be 1010 13 239. See if that does anything. We're not getting any response. Oh, there we go. We're getting it finally. I don't know why the website's not loading up here though. There we go. Good, I don't have to reset it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do forward. Alright, we're gonna have to type all that in again. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least I don't have to reset the machine. So the regex is gonna be caret 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 $sign. So once again, we know it's 11 characters. So we get an error. We know that the first character is not a 0, and we just got to do a 1. And they tell us that it's all numerical values, so that makes this kind of easier to manually brute force here. So we know it's all numerical values. Well, I feel like I should have got something there. Didn't get a 0. I got errors on all of these. I feel like one of them shouldn't have been an error. Well, let's try this. Let's see. Let's just confirm, because we use this method to figure out John's password. So we're going to do John, and then we know the first character for John is 1, and it was 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 characters long. So 1 2 3. So this should come back as a good. Oh, this app is broken. I can't even get a response. I think I'm doing it right. It's just broken. Let me just revert this stupid thing. Terminate machine. Start it. The longest 45 seconds of my life. Alright, so we got 10.10.0.185, so we'll change this to a 0.185, and we'll hit OK, and we will 0.185, hit enter. It takes the same exact thing because it's the same thing, just different IP. But it won't load, dude. TryHackMe, what are you doing to me, dude? Let me do the dang exercise. This unstable lab environment, bro. Like, I can't even do it. It won't even let me. Like, it would be nice if I could just do it, you know? I just reverted. There's no reason for it to take this long. Do I have... Oh, I have intercept on. Oh, that is my bad. It is working. That's my bad. It's working. I had intercept on. I thought I had it off. Okay. Let's do... test. We'll turn intercept back on. Log in. And then we're going to do... send this to repeater. And what we're going to do is we're just going to copy what we had going on here. I don't care about that. I'm just going to copy what we got going on here. Copy. And we're going to paste it right here. And I should get a secret. And then the second character for John's password was... a 0. So if we put this 0, we should get the same exact response. Bro, this is driving me nuts. I'm about to just get off the stream if it's gonna act like this. It just don't work. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing's just... it's just broken, dude. Like... this is not working. Is there any more hands-on activity after this? Because if there is not... oh, there is. They say if not, I was just going to look up the flag and submit it because it's just... it's impossible to progress right now. Literally impossible. TryHackMe, what are you doing? Why is your stuff not working? I've never had this problem on HackTheBox. HackTheBox, like, yeah, I'll have a problem with the machine. If I revert it, then it works. But this, no. So what the heck? What's up, yet another soft engineer? Yeah, are you guessing the password based on how quickly the server responds? No, I'm guessing the password based off of how the server responds, and it's in the response. I would show you if it worked, but no, it has nothing to do with the response times. It has everything to do with what I get out of the response. But TryHackMe's, it won't let me, it won't send my request. There we go. Okay, so this is what so for this just tuning in, that's what I'm doing. So basically I'm setting the username as John, and then I'm doing some regex here for the password. And I know the first character is a 1, and the reason why I know that is because if I have a 1 here, I know it's an 8 because there's another way I enumerated the length of the password. So I know it's 8 characters, and I know it's numerical. And the reason why I know it's numerical is because TryHackMe told me this to speed up the process, essentially. But 1 is a password, and if you see, if when I do a 1 here, I get this location as like secretplace.php here. Now if I change this to any other character, I won't get that. See? Oh, I hit a 1. I meant to hit literally anything else. There's a 2. So if I hit any other character, I get this error. Location error. But if I hit 1, I get location secretplace.php, which tells me the first character of his password. Now the second character of his password is a 0. If I send this, once again, same thing. And then if I change this 0 to anything else, I get an error, which tells me that the second character of his password is 0, and I can keep doing this over and over and over and over again until I figure out his password. And that's how I got his password. That was a question on the last task in this room. So right here is his password. So now I need to find another user's password, and I know Pedro's on the box, so Pedro. So basically I'm just doing the same exact thing. The only difference here is that his password is 11 characters long. So if I hit send on this, once again, TryHackMe wants to be dumb. Why? Bro, I would have been done by now. This is just waste my time. It just doesn't work. This box is broken. Yesterday's, sorry, not yesterday, but last week's streams, my Kylink machine crashed. I wasn't having these kind of problems last week, but this week I am, and I shouldn't, because I literally just rebooted it. I haven't sent anything. I haven't fuzzed it. I haven't sent any like ridiculous amounts of requests to it, so I don't understand why it's doing this. It's just saying fail to connect. How? Why? How does it fail to connect? Just close out everything and god dang, dude. It's annoying, dude. Let's try this again. Server's not taking connections. Okay. Disable that. What's the surprise 5G? Check Kaido. I hear people like it. I just personally never had a reason to really do it. To try it out. Like Burp Suite has never really fell short for me. So that's the only time I actually try out new tools. is when a tool is falling short in an area that I don't want it to fall short on. So I will check out new tools, but like I said, Burp Suite doesn't do that for me. Now granted, Burp Suite Community Edition does have some, it does have some things it's missing because it's the free version, but I have Burp Pro, so it's not really falling short in anywhere, you know. Because it takes a while to get used to a new tool, let's be honest here. I mean, granted, you could probably do it in like a day or so, but that's a day or so that I don't want to waste when I could be spending a day or so on something more productive, you know what I mean? But I mean, by all means, use Kato, but I just personally never had a desire to use it. I might get into it one day, I just haven't felt like it. What's up, Plumpy? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? Glad to see you here. Thanks for being here and rocking out with us. No problem. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go ahead and just hit the IP address here. Please load. Will it load or will it not load? It's not even loading, dude. It's something to do with my tools. It's everything to do. Everything to do. Because TryHackMe works just fine. Look, I can refresh TryHackMe, but the box itself doesn't load. So this box is broken, dude. This box is literally broken. I'm going to try to revert this one more time. I'm going to terminate this. If it doesn't work this time, then I'm going to be forced to look up the answers on this. If it doesn't want to work. Because I know how to get it. But I just literally doesn't work, so what more can I do, you know? Okay, here we go. Start machine. I don't think it's a VPN. My VPN's connected. And it was working earlier. I don't think it's the VPN. I mean, it might be, but... How often is SQL injection vulnerabilities present on projects you work on? I mean, it pops up still to this day, so... SQL injection is definitely still... I haven't found SQL injection on a live web app, but my coworkers, my fellow pentesters in my company have found it several times. So it pops up enough. Alright, let's see if it'll load this time. There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this one more time. I'm not even going to add anything to the scope. Let's just do intercept on test login. Oh, I didn't turn burp on over here. Test. Alright, let's go ahead and send this to repeater. Go ahead and send this. Okay, it looks like it's working. Modern frameworks cover automatically. Not always. You can't assume that modern frameworks cover SQL injection automatically. Ideally, yeah, but they're still able to be exploited, if that makes sense. You still have to put in best practices with coding and like the way you set up the app and all that. Okay, let's go ahead and turn intercept off. Let's come back over here. So we're gonna do pass equals, no, not pass equals, it's pass. See if this gives me anything. Of course, it's still broken. I can't even do the exercise. Alright, I'm just gonna look up the answer for this. Oh my god. Normally I don't recommend looking at the answer like this, but if it's literally impossible for you to progress, then it's like, it's literally your only option, you know what I mean? Because I know how to do it. I already got one password. Actually, I got two passwords. See if I can get to... Alright, that's the answer for that. Like I said, normally I don't recommend doing that, but I know how to get it. I got John's password last stream doing the same exact method, and I was gonna bang it out here, but it just freezes up every time I send any request to it. Anytime I try to figure out Pedro's password, or any other password for that matter. So I'm gonna move on. Alright, so moving on to task number 7, syntax injection, identification, and data extraction. Finding syntax injection. Now that we have covered operator injection, let's take a look at a syntax injection example. A Python application is running to allow you to receive the email address of any username that is provided. To use the application, authenticate by SSH using SSH syntax with the credentials below. Once authenticated, you can provide a username as input. Let's start by simply providing admin. We can start to test for the syntax injection by simply injecting a single quote character, which will result in error seen in the response below. Following line in the error message shows us that there is syntax injection. We can see that the username variable is directly concatenated to the query string that a JavaScript function is being executed in the find command, allowing us to inject into the syntax. In this case, we have verbose error messages to give us an indication that injection is possible. However, even without verbose error messages, we could test for syntax injection by providing both a false and true condition and setting the output. Seeing that the output differs is shown in the example below. Exploiting syntax injection. Now that we have confirmed syntax injection, we can leverage this injection point to dump all the email addresses. To do this, we want to ensure that the testing environment of the condition always evaluates to true. As we are injecting in this JavaScript, we can use the payload. Single quote pipe 1 pipe single quote. Let's use this to disclose sensitive information. We got some emails. The exceptions to the rule. It is worth noting that for syntax injection to occur, the developer has to create custom JavaScript queries. The same function could be performed using the built-in filter functions, where username will return the same result but not be vulnerable to injection. As such, syntax injection is rare to find. Actually, yeah, I've never even heard of this, so that makes sense. That's kind of rare because I've done a lot of study in my day. I didn't run across this. as it means that the developers are not using the built-in functions and filters. While some complex queries might require direct JavaScript, it is always recommended to avoid this to prevent syntax injection. The example shown above is for MongoDB. For other NoSQL solutions, similar syntax injection cases may exist, but the actual syntax will be different. What common character is used to test for injection on both SQL and NoSQL solutions? It's single quote. Easy. What is the email value of the super secret user returned in the last entry? So we just need to see if we can even do this. So we just need this command here, SSH syntax with the IP address. So let's see if this works. Oh, we have to type out all the way yes. Okay, the password. So do I provide the password? It's just syntax. Please provide the username to receive their email. So it was single quote pipe, no, was it, what was it again? I forget. It was like pipe 1. Yeah, pipe 1, pipe. Pipe 1, pipe, single quote. And that is the email, syntax@injection.ftw. So we got it. Copy selection. So the web app was broken, but the machine was working, but the web app was broken. Because I can send this to... Let's go back. Let's just see if this works now. See if it just stopped being dumb. Send. Okay. Looks like it's done being dumb, maybe. It's still not letting me do it. It's still frozen. This is gonna be impossible to do. Every time it locks up like that, you have to wait 5 minutes for it to chill out. So moving on to the conclusion here. Defenses. To defend against NoSQL injection attacks, the key remediation is to ensure that there isn't any confusion between what is the query and what is user input. This can be resolved by making use of parameterized queries, which split the query command and user input, meaning that the engine cannot be confused. Furthermore, the built-in functions and filters of the NoSQL solution should always be used to avoid syntax injection. Lastly, input validation and sanitization can also be used to filter for syntax and operator characters and remove them. What's up, John V? It's possible? Well, I mean, it's possible if it works, but it's not working, if that's what you're referring to. It's not possible to do this in a timely manner, because if every time it bugs out like this, I have to wait 5 minutes. It's just... When I did this last week, it wasn't giving me this issue. So, I don't know, there's something wrong with like the TryHackMe servers or something, or the box is got a bad... I don't know what's going on, but what I do know is... when I hit send, I don't get a response here, and I know the machine's up. Someone said try pinging it. I can try pinging it real quick. I know it's gonna work because we just did an SSH command, so let's just do a ping. I can't ping it. What the heck? It was work. Why is it doing? So it was working just a minute ago. Now it's not. Maybe it's not responding to pings. Let's do an SSH again. I don't know what the heck this thing's problem is. I reverted it 3 times. I'm done with it. I'll go ahead and complete the room here. If it doesn't work after 3 reverse, there's nothing I can do. Alright, that's the end of that one. We can do a sneak peek in the next one. So we got XXC injection, which is external entities. XML external entities, I mean. So XXC external XML internal entity injection. So I have messed with that XXC injection before, so not brand new to me. But this will be next stream for TryHackMe. The next stream won't be TryHackMe. I think it will be. Let me look. It's either going to be. I think it's going to be Hack the Box. Let's look. Yeah, the next stream will be Hack the Box. I don't know what box we're going to be doing, but it will be Hack the Box. And we will resume this in a couple weeks. So for those who don't know, my live streams, I do 1 week Hack the Box, 1 week Portswigger Web Security Academy, and then 1 week TryHackMe, and I alternate between those 3 platforms. So this will be in like 3 weeks from now. My buddy just finished the last of the TryHackMe rooms. He did it for over 4 years. Nice. Speaking of TryHackMe, I got the free exam for their new certification, their first ever certification, and I'm gonna take that. I have to take it by the 31st because I promised TryHackMe I would. Cause that's what, like when they give you the free voucher, it's like, will you take it before the 31st? And you have to say yes. So, I'm gonna take that exam this weekend, probably on Saturday, and I'm not studying for it. I'm just gonna do it, and it's all cyber defense, so it's definitely a little out of my wheelhouse. I don't use SIEMs every day. As a matter of fact, I don't use SIEMs at all. I've never used a SIEM in a real world environment ever, not once. I've messed with a little bit of SIEM stuff here on TryHackMe, but it's been like over 2 years since I've done the cyber defense learning path, the SOC analyst learning path. So I'm really rusty, but if I can pass that, then that'd be pretty cool. The SAL one, yeah, the SAL one. So I'm gonna take it this weekend and just see what happens. I'm not expecting to pass because, like I said, I'm not a defender, guys. I'm an offense security professional. I don't mess with the blue team tools and all that. Hi, Kyser. I have a job interview for sysadmin position. Never had a cybersecurity job before. Any tips on what should I focus on for an interview? Yeah, don't worry about like the technical stuff, man. It's either you know or you don't, right? At this point. So what I would focus on is focus on your introduction, like how you, like when the interview asks you, so tell me about yourself, because it's gonna be the first thing they ask you. Work on your elevator pitch for yourself. Don't make it too long. Your response should be like a minute or two max, and focus on your skills and why you're a good fit for the job. Don't be like, well, my name is John, I'm married with 3 kids, and I have a pet, and I like to swim, and I play softball, and I like to play video games. Don't say none of that. Do not give anything about your personal life at all. Do not tell them you're married. Don't tell them you have kids. Don't tell them your age. Don't tell them what you like to do outside of work. Keep it strictly professional. Keep it strictly professional. Now, if they want to ask a question, if they want to dive into your personal life a little bit, there are some illegal questions that they shouldn't be asking you. But if they want to dive into your personal life a little bit, feel free to open up a little bit. Like, for example, they would ask me, hey, where are you located at? Because I would purposely leave my location off my resume because I was in Alaska, and Alaska is, a lot of people would deny me because I was in Alaska. They think that the time zone difference was too much, or they just think that there's a lot of companies that won't hire people that live in Alaska because of different laws, right? So I would just leave that off, and I was like, oh, well, I live in Alaska right now, but once I get out of the military, I'm going to move out of Alaska. That's why it's not on my resume. And they're like, oh, how's Alaska? Then I would open up about it and be like, hey, you know, Alaska's great. It's good in the summertime. It's a frozen wasteland in the wintertime. Love it here in the summer. Hate it here in the winter. Cost of living is kind of high, and I don't like it. And then make it a short conversation. But I would not go in your personal life unless they ask you to. Right. So that's the first thing when it comes to interviews. Learn to sell yourself. Talk about your skills. But like I said, you don't want to be like, huh, you know, I'm married with 7 kids and I have a dog named Leroy Jenkins and I like to play pool and I watch Netflix in my free time. Like, nah, dude, don't tell me that stuff, okay? Because honestly, they don't care. Let's be honest here. They don't care. They only care about what you can do for the company. So that's one thing you gotta understand as well when it goes to interview. It's not what can the company do for you. It's what can you do for the company. All right. So you gotta go in with that mentality. And like I said, you want to be able to, you know, read the job description. That's another thing. Make sure you understand the job description very well. Make sure you understand. If you don't meet all the requirements, that's okay. You don't have to meet all the requirements, but if you're meeting like 70% or higher other requirements, then you're fine. Brush up on how to introduce yourself. That's really important. Introduction sets the tone for the whole entire interview. And then if you get a question that you don't know, don't try to fumble your way through it. Don't try to, I mean, it's okay to think about it. Like, okay, well, that's a good question. Let me think about it. And then you can kind of like, you know, tell them what you know, but don't lie. Do not try to exaggerate what you know. What's up, Chris? Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. Another thing for interviews. The other person's also a person, okay? Right? They might do a lot of interviews, but at the same time, like, no, they're not gonna give you a perfect interview, if that makes sense. Like, they're gonna make it go in a, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be a perfect interview, right? No one's perfect. They're not gonna give you exactly what you want to hear from the interview. What I mean by that is, like, you know, they might ask you a back question here or there. You know what I mean? Or they might ask you something you don't know what they're asking for. And if that happens, and say, hey, can you clarify this? Like, they ask you a question, can you please clarify this? This is how I interpret this. Is this what you mean? Yes, that's what I mean. No, this is what I mean. And, you know, go from there. Don't assume that you know what they meant. If you have any doubt there, it's okay to ask for clarification on their questions. And you should be doing that. Another big thing is when they, at the end of the interview, they say, hey, do you have any questions for me? Have some questions ready for you. Because if you don't have any questions for the interviewer, then that makes it seem like you don't care about the job. Because you don't have any questions. You should be asking questions about, hey, what's it like to work here? What's it, you know, what's a team like that I want to be working for? How big's a team? You know, what's you know, why do you like working here, interviewer? Stuff like that. Another thing you should be doing when you do your interviews is make sure you understand the company's mission statement. Make sure you understand their purpose and their values. Go to the company website and digest everything you can. Because if you don't know that, then they're going to pass you up. But yeah, focus on your soft skills. Check out my soft skills. Check out my soft skills video on YouTube and just learn that stuff. Like I said, going into interviews, especially the non-technical interviews, you don't need to, the technical skills don't matter. Now, when you go into technical skills, the technical skills absolutely matter, but there's still no way to prepare. It's either you know or you don't. So hopefully that helps out. What's up, SD? Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. How was my OSCP Plus exam? So, I wasn't able to finish it. I wasn't able to do it because something came up and I just couldn't do it. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. I wasn't sweating it because I already have an OSCP certification, so I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I don't have to do this exam, okay? So I didn't attempt it. It's unfortunate, but like I said, I had something more important going on, and I already had OSAP, so I really didn't really care. So that's how it went. It didn't go. Does anybody have any questions? More questions? If you had, who asked about the interviews? I can keep talking about interviews if you want to. Jerry D Mouse. Also, thanks for stopping in, by the way. Appreciate you being here. This stream is basically over, guys. This hands-on component's done, so I'm just gonna hang out here until you guys stop asking me questions. So ask away, and we'll just chat and talk about whatever you want. We're not actually doing. For those just tuning in here, we're not doing XXE injection. This will be the next TryHackMe stream. We just finished up the NoSQL injection room. It was a short stream because it was literally 75% done last week, and then my machine crashed my computer and the stream ended, and I just resumed it today. Alright guys, doesn't seem there's any more questions, so thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Apologies for not late stream, but the short stream. But I just wanted to finish up what I started for today. And like I said, next stream will be this time next week. I'll be doing Hack the Box. Don't know what the box is going to be yet, but it will be Hack the Box. It'll be a black box test, which means I have zero knowledge going into it. That's how I do all my streams. So it'll be fun. It'll be a long one because my Hack the Box streams are typically 3 or 4 hours long because it takes me a long time to figure those out. So stay tuned for that. And then yeah, I hope I see you guys in the next stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting my content. If you haven't checked out my YouTube videos, definitely check them out, and check out my podcast, The Hacker's Cache. And I also have a Discord. I'm trying to build that up, so if you haven't joined the Discord, check it out, and check out my newsletter as well. Alright guys, peace out, take care, have a good one. Kyser.